Hey everybody, it's Rolling the Reel from Complete Trader Academy again with another daily review. Today is October 17, 2022, Monday. So we'll jump right into it here. So as we discussed on Friday, this is right here, the Friday candle. This is the Monday today daily candle, and this is after 6 p.m. So if you watched the last video, we said that Friday did create this imbalance here, and I thought it would come down and tap it or fill it up and then rally off. So it didn't tap it, opened up and just literally rallied up the whole day. Now they do this to set this up for a later time. So it's an intention for them to come back down eventually to balance price. They dangle the carrot, so to speak, like this. So you can assume that it's going to come down, but right away when we woke up, it was already rallying. So intention is obviously on the buy side. You have the equal highs here. We have the liquidity sitting above, and as we discussed for months, we said that price is going to come up, and objective is to come down, come up and take this stuff up here and get into a fib reversal zone, and then go down, right, and take out these lows and all that. All right, so let's jump into it here. 15-minute chart real quick. I'm going to show you the opportunities today. As you see, it opened up Sunday night here, just kept going up, and you can tell that this is bullish order flow because as new highs, new lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right here. And then 9 o'clock hour, the 9:30 open here just took price off, and that was you could have been in here since 8 o'clock, but you don't need to necessarily take every trade because there's always going to be another trade even if you thought you missed it. You see this, how perfect this is here? Came back down into this demand block here, pretty nice, and then order flow flowed, took off, broke this high, and then started sinking down, came down to a demand area, tapped this low. This is another thing how they do it. They'll, instead of hitting the actual block, because it was real close, what they'll do is they'll just tap the imbalance between here and here, and they'll just literally just tap the low or by a point away and then take off. And that's exactly what it did. And you can't really see much here. I'm going to go to a 1-minute chart so you can see it. All right, so here we go. So as I mentioned, it's a little slow. All right, so we rallied up, wicked out here. Price broke down, Oh, I hate when they do that. I'm just going to hover over here so you can see. So they took out this low right here, which is right there. Took out that low. Let me zoom in. Took out that low right here. Price came down. High probability area if it's going to keep going down, because we've been going up all day, right? So we need some type of retracement. Knowing that, you're expecting for price to come back up and then get into this supply block here, which it did perfectly, right? As you see that, left an imbalance between here and here. See that? And then this next candle came up, tapped the block. You were a seller there. You had another entry here as price broke down from this low. Jeez, why do they do that? Price broke that low and then came down, came back up, and came into this supply block here, that supply block here. Tapped it nicely. Candles never closed above on the bodies. Just tapped it with the wicks, and you were a seller. So you kept selling. Took these. I knew we were going to start having some type of support locally around here. They were very sneaky with price, so they didn't really, price delivery wasn't perfect. but price did come down, fill up this major imbalance here. You can see on the 1 minute, and then order flow started to break up. So broke this high as it came down, broke back up, broke this high. You could have been a buyer here, but I had a feeling that we were going to come down and try to take that imbalance below, as we discussed in the beginning of the video, or at least to try to take these lows out before they start going higher, because we're in a bullish scenario generally. If I go back to the daily real quick, just so you can understand, we're not bullish, but we have been bearish for a while, and this leg right here, this swing right here, has seen enough. So you're going to definitely see a counter trend build up that lower high. So we were looking for buys, especially when we had this break here, come down, come into this demand block on the daily. All the wicks here are showing you that, you know, it's exhausted, and the order flow is starting to build bullish. Your intention again is to come up here, right? So pretty much that's how it went. And then I'm going to go back to the 1 minute real quick, just so we can show you what you were really looking for. All right, so price came back down. Came back down after it tapped into this. Oh, by the way, so price went up, came up here. Price is always looking for liquidity, so it's trying to take out people who are in orders, right? So the algorithm knows, okay, well, we all sold from here. They're going to come back and try to tap you out. But, you know, this was another opportunity, A, because they were wicking, B, this supply block is holding, and then C, the bodies of the candles are not even still there, right? So another entry there, took it down, and then we came down and it was looking for the lows here. These lows settled here. What started this move? You see here? See how this high here is over here? And it's not above this yet. So when you ask yourself what broke this higher, this move higher, you would have to say this area here, because you see these three bullish candles are pretty strong. This is the move, this is the leg, so to speak, that broke this high. So as it broke it, we know that this was a high probability area for price to come down and take those buyers out, because they want to make sure people are not in the market. So price came down, tapped it, literally, these lows, took care of that, right? And took off. Kept going, took off, kept going. Price came back down to take this low out. You got to look for these things in order flow. Boom. Came in here, took out these equal lows here, sitting here. Too clean with this. See that? So price wants to come and take that out. Looking for liquidity. Tap that low so it can kind of fill the imbalance. It didn't touch the block, which I was hoping for that, but it didn't need to. Actually, I'm sorry. Yes, it did. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it did. I'm sorry. So yeah, so tap this block here. You see that last down for the up move. See these three strong candles, and with this down candle, so tapped it pretty perfectly right there and took off. Price broke up. Geez, I hate when they do that. So price came back up and then came back into this block here. I'm sorry, I have to just show you from a distance. This candle, that down candle, price came up, came back down in it, and order flow continued. So we were good to go for the buys, and then sure enough, price played around but never broke this level, and then kept rallying up, and as we opened today after 6 p.m. left a gap and still rallied up. They're playing games over here. We're expecting to hit this high. Let me go back to a bigger time frame, and you'll see that we're looking to take out these highs right here. So didn't tap this yet, but they're playing around. Price will probably come back down to this gap, fill it, and then rally up. So, but it's got to break this. So that's where we are. All right. I hope this helps. Take care. God bless.